Hi guys, good morning. It's July 10th. This is my second day on the challenge of the paper account. I'm up $241 today, but today was a roller coaster. Honestly, I if this one CGTX stock didn't pop up, I'd probably be down almost $300 in half of yesterday's gain. We're lucky to be in a hot market still. However, today started off rough. I started the day off with instant negative $100 trade. I wasn't even recording at that time. I saw a good opportunity, took it, lost money on it, right? I was like, okay, cool, we can recover from this. It's not too big of a deal. Second trade, I recovered, got to positive 7. And then from there, it was up, down, up, down, up, down, all the way until maybe. What time did this pop up? Until 7:35. So I started trading at 7, and I probably had maybe 6 or 7 ups and downs before I started making profit upward. At a point, I considered just giving it up and stopping for the day because I went so low into the account. I was almost down half of yesterday's gain, like I said earlier. The third trade I took put me down nearly 150, 170. Third trade put me down to 40 to 60. Then I think fifth trade is where I started building it back up. Got to the positives. When I got into positive, brought back to negative, then back to positive, and then negative. And then right after, I think the third time of doing that, I started making progress upward and into the positives. That's when CGTX came up, and I started taking scalp trades at a point. I didn't even take full trades. Like if I bought over here where my cursor is, I'll probably sell halfway through the candle or just just ride that candle, because a lot of what I faced today was I'd get in a trade, it would go up, and then it would reject on me really fast. Right, I'll be profitable maybe $40, $60, and I'll see it go up. I'm like, okay, let me hold it because it's strong, and it'll reject all the full candle and come down even further. Right, like the worst I saw was over $1. Right. I know CGTX doesn't fit completely the trading stock, which I normally like to trade, but it was hot. It moved. Actually, no, CGTX isn't even what I traded. It was SAFX. This squeeze. So at 7:46 is when I actually got my best trades. This squeezed. I bought a couple of these micro pullbacks actually. I think I bought here for the breakthrough here. The majority of it felt like it was kind of just grinding higher because it's more of a higher float stock, and I can understand why it's grinding higher. When it was initially popping up, it was clean, so I got in and just rode the momentum. Yeah, another stock like KWM is up right now. Let's see if I could actually take a trade on it. Let's see. But yeah, this is a very hot market, which is why we're seeing these kind of squeezes up, right? I mean, let's move my 15-second chart over. But they're very rapid. It's like instantaneous. You start 5 and you go to 11 in one candle, and then it'll reject from there, right? So you have to be very quick on these. If you're not looking at the right time, you're gonna miss the move and buy too high, right? Like I could do a dip trade on this, right? I buy here and then watch for it to ride up a little, which is just amazing, right? Like that's an amazing trade because I'm up to $1 a share, maybe a little more, yeah, even more. Let's see, there we go. I'll take that off the table, right? And now we're up 621 again as another daily, like crazy day. Here, let's try to. Yeah, crazy rejection off of that. I'm gonna buy off of that dip. Let's see if it bounces. 11.15 is what I bought it. I'm up. Let's see. The spreads are not bad. Yeah, let's get over there. Honestly, great trade. Yeah, up almost 800 now, right? Great dip trade, great pop up. What $1.68? So made what $2 a share almost on that. nearly about $1.50 a share on that, and then on the second one also made about half a dollar on it, so made about $100 there. So yeah, now I'm at a total gain of 783. I've seen KWM pop up before, which is why I was so eager to take a trade on it quickly without doing much analysis. However, normally if it's a stock which I'm not too comfortable with, I won't take the trade. This was great. Love to see it. Anyways, since I showed this, I mean I could show other trades I've taken today as well. So yeah, here's AIRI. This is the second stock I trade. Honestly, one of the most difficult things to trade in my opinion. I went for a VWAP break, which it worked, right? I couldn't even fill. I filled here, but I also noticed my orders were really garbage today. They just weren't filling. I would just get skipped over my orders, right? Here, took the trade, took it off, made 120. This is where I got into green again, right? I was up $3, or I think, yeah, about $3. Yeah, then I continued, let it dip. I looked at the news. I think I bought that dip I tried to buy that dip over here, but I don't think I filled. Maybe I did. Oh no. Let's see. So I marked at the highs. I was looking for a break. But as I got in, it rejected. I tried to get in earlier, but I think it just didn't fill me. It filled me late, and by the time I could actually sell, it was already rejecting at that point, right? And it rejected almost all the way down $1 a share, which was quite annoying because this is when I was down like 240, I think, because I bought in 380 shares, right? So I got out maybe 70 cents down, which was, or maybe a little less, or like 50 cents. So I lost about $180 to $200. Then BTCM, which was one of the top gainers this morning, showed up. This is a Bitcoin stock. I've seen it before. It was already squeezing up 200% at this point, at 300%. So I took a trade on it, but again, similar thing happened. I got in and it rejected again. So at this point, I was down $261. What trade was I looking at here? I think I was just looking at a break of the high. It was a nice micro pullback. I was looking for a high, a new green candle to make a new high. It didn't happen. It rejected. Then AIRI broke through. I got in for a trade for this to bring myself up again. I got myself some good profit. I bought in for the VWAP break again. It seemed powerful. It seemed strong on its initial push-up. So I got in for the break, which it did. It broke. It broke really nicely, and it kept going, right? I took off 100 shares initially, and then I ended up taking the other 200 when it looked like it rejected at the top. I was hesitant to hold it over there, and that's exactly why I started taking shares off initially. Then, let's see. Yeah, CGTX is right after this. This is where I think I just made some money back at this point. And oh wait, CGTX is not the one. CGTX was cheaper, and I started squeezing up. And since I have a smaller account, I was like, CGTX could work. So this just kept grinding higher and higher. Just kept going, not grinding, but it popped up pretty fast, right? But I would take things off too early because it looked extended. I mean, this is extended, right? Like, it doesn't look like it's not extended. It's pretty extended on the 1 and 5 minute chart. But we end up not seeing a pullback all the way until it almost hits $1 before we see a pullback properly happen, or 90 cents where a pullback happened. And over here I got in for the break of the high, which it almost did, or not break of the high, but retest of the high, right? And I had got into, and I tried to get out over there. However, I didn't fill, and by the time I tried to check again, it had me in the red. It came back up where I took my, I think, small loss or break-even trade. and I think it was just a back and forth from here where I just kept losing and winning. So smaller stocks just not the best option, right? I mean, you could see it's just so rejected. This is when SafeX popped up, or SAFX popped up, right? I saw this nice pullback here, and I bought into the pullback, right? My risk being the bottom of this green candle, and my profit being higher, right? And instantly it went right up, right? I mean, you'll see it in the next. I don't think, maybe it instantly went up. I'm not too sure. I thought it did at least. I held it for a few seconds, and yeah, there we go. It popped up, made some nice profit. I think I made 10 cents on 1,000 shares, which is amazing. $200 almost, I think, or $100 bucks. Yeah, it should be $100 bucks. Anyways, this ended up doing that. Then I think I bought on a nice dip for it. Let's watch. But there were a couple of dips where I found that this was great, so I would get in, right? I think I waited for this dip to happen. It looked extended, but I mean, we'd seen momentum with other extended stocks. Decided that maybe it's not the worst time to get in. So when this dip happened, I got in. When this dip happened, I got in for just a scalp trade, just a dip trade up, right? It went to VWAP, I think. Drops to VWAP, and I saw this candle, and I thought, if I see a green candle to make a new high, I'll get in, right? And we'll see that happen soon, I think. Right there. You can see it looked like the tug of war was winning to the buy side on this at this point. It looked like a hammer candle, right? And it was hammering out the bottom, the base. So I was thinking, next candle, if it's green, it's gonna look good. And I had somewhat of a cushion at this point. I think it was $100 maybe, and on the initial trade which I took, so I was okay taking a bit of risk on this if it were to reject. So I took the trade. I think as it broke a little higher. And this was one of the better trades, right? This is where I made majority of my profit. I think I'd made, $80 at this point. So I guess not majority of my profit. It was my majority of the profits in the next trade, I guess. But yeah, this was the one with the higher float, so it was kind of grinding higher at points. There were some good trade opportunities, but I also felt like there were some points where it would reject. So getting in was just risky, right? Like getting in over here, I just wanted to get in and get out quickly. It went higher, however, I didn't expect it to do that. I just wanted a quick scalp trade. Again, made another 72 over here, right? So my profits were also just grinding higher. It wasn't anything like exponential until, KWM, which we just saw happen. That was an amazing $400 trade, right? But usually doesn't happen. This just looked like a buyout. So, yeah. Yeah, KWM, look, it just completely round trip. Amazing trades over here, but round trip around. Right? It's kind of the market we're in right now, and it seems a little iffy. Since yesterday, I've been feeling a little iffy about trades which I'm taking, because the hot market seems to be semi on both. It's in the middle. It's hot, but it's hot for both sides, the sell side and the buy side. So I'm a little in between with it. Anyways, that's it for my recap today. I'll be back at it tomorrow again. Today's Thursday, so tomorrow will be Friday for the end of the week. Usually some of my worst days are Thursdays and Fridays. Surprisingly, today is a really good green day. But yeah, again, amazing day. Made a really good 30-ish% on my account today. Yeah, I'll be back at it tomorrow. Thank you for tuning in, and goodbye. Happy trading.